trying to ride the wave, I'm trying to get me paid, I'm trying to move and shake, I'm trying to walk away, I swear my wrists are great, I'm
Well, folks, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the Hoppin' French Quarter at the Caesars Superdome. But tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in prime time, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And he won't quite make it to the 25. At their own 24-yard line. Going to the air right away, Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Look at this Packers defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them chip away their time.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Powerful running. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. 79. Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Go.
Cooper will look to throw it. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Isaiah Pacheco with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
At their own 30-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You got some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice game. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
First down.
Lawrence. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Marvin Harrison Jr. hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. 30-yard line.
Somebody gotta do it. I mean, hey, somebody gotta do it. I can't G bad. Watch, do it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Let's go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Go, go, let's go. 11, Agate. Silver.
Now Lawrence. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, kill. Hey, easy. Ralph. Darn. They hurt. Sink right. Hey, I'm gun.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But when the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Running left to give to Pacheco. And some room to maneuver. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
First down.
Now Cooper looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You look at the Saints defense. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Cooper. And it's a Packers touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns.
The kicker on for the point
now the
after.
try here for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Packers 21, Saints 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So,
and he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 63 yards.
He's already got 1 touchdown this first half already. That very nearly was a second. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Touchdown, Saints. Marvin Harrison Jr. with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Saints 14.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Inside the 10. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Sets up a first down and
Suddenly
goal
it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now Lawrence. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Lawrence on the sneak. And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
37-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A give right side for Pacheco. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? Just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
19 tight. 19 tight. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Mustang 19.
Looking to throw. Cooper. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he is stopped just short of 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
A 9-yard gain on the play. It's now 4th down and 1.
70 Rangers. 70. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Now Cooper throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
This is taken at the 23. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, they can get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
At the 34-yard line.
19 Wyatt. 18 Pioneer.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
70.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And he'll take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. ASAP, the coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not in the premium here. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
18 Rattler.
Back to throw. Cooper. He will find his man Chase complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Green Bay.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead they get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
The line of scrimmage. Play. 2nd and 10. At the Saints 17-yard line.
This pass complete to Higgins. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Cut 19, Cowboy 80. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Cooper. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Man time, man. They're putting a little too much heat on it. Don't you think, Parker?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
It is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Lawrence will throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys will set up shop. Midfield at the 50-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Buffalo 18 rattling, 18 rattling.
Following the fumble recovery, Cooper. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. First and 5. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Packers.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Isaiah Pacheco with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Saints 28.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. T. Higgins with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Saints have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Over the middle downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's second and long. Operating from the gun, Cooper. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half with the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 70 ring, 18, 5 in. Dragon 60.
A final shot before break. Cooper will try and do this himself. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
First and 10 at the 30.
So from 135 all the way over to the other. Here's first and 10. Here's Pacheco once again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
37-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 19 tight, 19 tight. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
Throwing on second down. Cooper. And he will find his man on the outside. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 23.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Cooper now from the gun on third down. Touchdown, Packers! An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Saints 35.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Hey, I'm gone. Go. Hey, Kim.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Extra point forthcoming. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter.
That ties the game at 42-all.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Cooper going up top. And incomplete on the deep ball.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cooper. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
At the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Cooper. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Panther 11, Panther 19 tight, 19 tight.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Cooper. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Let's give him the credit he deserves because he can really do no wrong. It's got to be demoralizing for a defense to have someone who can cut up your secondary all game long with his arms and then rip off a huge game like this with his left.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Packers have moved out in front. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. No matter what the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
All right, let's go. Go, let's go. 11.
Now Lawrence to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Saints.
13
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Take right open. Smash. Here we go, son.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 51 yards.
The gain on the play. That's another Saints first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 3 yards out. And the Saints have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. One after, right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Isaiah Pacheco, 65 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Saints 49.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be... And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
At the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
19 tight.
Throwing on second and long. Cooper. Throw left side to Higgins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Yards on the catch and run, a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
70, Timberwolf. Buffalo 18, Cup 19.
Operating from the gun. Cooper looking deep here for Chase. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Packers. Jamar Chase, 46 yards. And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Point after try forthcoming. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Packers 63, Saints 56.
Kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
Check. You. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll go down at the 26, forming a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
30 left. 11, Agate. 11. Silver.
Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. And it is caught downfield by Harrison. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Marvin Harrison Jr., 73 yards. And the the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Go. 11, 13, Luke.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone. So how about that for putting it on the line? They've taken the lead by a point here in the fourth quarter.
63.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the tight one. 25 yards there on the catch and run. That last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
There on the tackle, Cam Smith.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw him right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here we go.
Cooper will look to throw it. Caught along the left side by Hyatt. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Ready, check. 55, 18, 19.
Looking to throw. Cooper. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
70, 18, 5 in.
To throw again on second down. Cooper. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And it's third down.
Trap 60. Trap 19.
Back to throw again. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he is caught. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
60 Maverick. Buffalo 18. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
60 Bobcat.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
Saints 64.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He'll get that complete to Harrison.
Complete to Marvin Harrison Jr.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Second and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Here's second down.
Go, go. On red.
Now Lawrence. That ball caught by Harrison. Now he's loose again. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr., 61 yards. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on rips like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll come up now on second down. Here's Cooper. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Saints take over.
When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Up the middle they go. It's Haynes. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Now 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Hey, Lion.
They'll keep it on the ground. Haynes. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken the tie here in the final minute. Now for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Saints 78, Packers 71.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go. 18, Rodwell, 18, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
60 Bobcat.
He's back to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down. Got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as understand where they are on the field.
A gain of 15. First down, Green Bay.
He'll look to throw. Gonna look deep here for Pacheco. This ball intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Saints are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for New Orleans, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this, as they're not back in action until week 11.